Today from cheapwinefinder.com. Today with another wine. We're trying to drink ourselves into the holiday season. And what we have here today is let me grab the bottle so I can, well, it's Italian, so I'll butcher the name. Giusti Asolo Prosecco DOCG Extra Brut. There's a lot in that name. Giusti is a fairly recent addition to Prosecco. They started in 2004, I think. They've grown rapidly. I'll left a link to their website. They got a beautiful estate on the cheapwinefinder.com review of this one. Asolo, A-S-O-L-O. If you are into Prosecco at all, you kind of know there's DOC, which DOC is the Italian Wine Rule Regulation Commission, and they're pretty tough. And most of Prosecco region, where they make the bubbly with the Glera grape, is DOC. In the very kind of middle, in the very hilly section, is Valdobbiadene, and that's DOCG. DOCG is one step above the DOC rules and regulation. The G stands for whatever the Italian word for guaranteed is. It just happens to have the same letter. And it's even the vineyard practices and the production methods are even stricter than DOC, and they actually have someone go out and check everybody's wine every year to make sure they're following everything. That's where the guarantee comes in. They're not guaranteeing that you're going to like it. They're guaranteeing it's going to meet the quality standards, which is fine. Like the DOC is tough. In California, there are none of those things. The AVAs are all boundaries, and there are some local associations that try to do this and that. But it's every man for themselves there. Though in Italy, Spain, and France, there's regulations, and they kind of stick to them. Asolo is not in Valdobbiadene. It's a different DOCG. It's in the foothills of the Dolomites. It's just hills. It's a really beautiful place. That whole area is in northeastern Italy. It's about an hour north of Venice. And reading that, I kind of went, wait a minute. I'm now figuring out that sparkling wine, bubbly, and great big cities go together. Prosecco, Venice. Cava in Spain. Barcelona is the closest town. Champagne, about an hour ride out of Paris. And in California, where all the sparkling wines are there, it's a little bit north of San Francisco. You can get there within half a day. Bubbly and big cities go together. I mean, I'm a little slow in the uptake. I never actually figure that out. But there you are, and actually a kind of exciting kind of nonconformist big cities have their champagne. Now the Giusti is a really good, it has a flavor profile, but is really different. It's kind of a stew of different things going on in it, and it's got this really zesty, bright acidity that makes it real alive, but it doesn't bite. Sometimes inexpensive, and this isn't inexpensive. This is, it's not expensive either. Most Proseccos are under $20. The acidity does what it has to do, makes things bright and alive, and doesn't bite you or get involved anyway with anything. It's really kind of a really nice job, and the flavors, it's just this kind of crazy stew of, let me take a sip. Anjou pear, dried peach, lemon, green apple. It's got this salty thing, this unleashed thing, a touch of creaminess, not a lot of cream, it's just there. Maybe some grapefruit. I mean, it's got this long flavors, but it's got this kind of weird dryness to it. It's extra brut. Extra brut, I mean, there's 3 levels of dry wines, especially sparkling wines. There's brut, which is the closest to being sweet, but it's still dry. Extra brut, And then there's Nature. Nature has no sugar added. And this is in between Brut and Extra Brut, and it's very dry. And it just has a different flavor than a lot of the supermarket Proseccos out there. And it's not making fun of them at all, because I like them and I drink them, and they sell a lot, and that's not a bad thing. But I like this. This is really something different. It's on cheapwinefinder.com. Giusti Asolo Prosecco. You should try it out. It's good. I recommend it. And on to the next one. We're going to start going upscale and try to get Thanksgiving things. And I know there's not going to be parties, but we'll figure out something for that. And we'll on to the next one. And adios. I'll talk to everybody in a little bit. Just a couple days. Bye-bye.